Hi guys, welcome to DrawIT with Skaven Zverov. My name is Isailovic and I'm self-taught artist from Belgrade, Serbia. DrawIT series are made in mind to work with community and learn together, so I will show how I do stuff, and if someone finds it useful, this will make sense and it can grow from there. So I would love to hear suggestions, questions and feedback on everything you see here, so we can learn together. In this episode I will say some things about me and my art, and will comment some stuff on time-lapse you are watching. For the next few episodes I will mostly video some work I'm doing at that moment, or maybe put some small tutorials on how I do some stuff, or maybe mix it up. Note that I'm not professional by any means, but will try my best to explain how I do different things. Some of general questions and tips and tricks during this series will be accompanied by my two pals. In this episode I'm working on concept art of battle Enchantress, as you probably noticed. In the first few seconds after the intro, I have added two pictures where I show how I did anatomy and line art. I mostly do whole anatomy before design, so I can practice anatomy, and yes, as you can see, I still have a lot to learn, but slowly getting there.
Hi there, let me ask you a question. You don't do silhouettes as a starting point?
Oh, Captain Question Kid, thanks for joining us. Well, this design I did not start with silhouettes, but often I do those, and will show how I do them in future episodes. Sometimes design just stuck in my mind and silhouettes aren't needed in those occasions.
Don't forget to keep line art on separate layer. It is easier to color under it and make changes without ruining your lines.
Thanks for that, tips and tricks boy. Keep them coming.
So, what kind of art are you doing?
I love to do illustrations, girls, mechs, creatures within fantasy and science fiction genres, as well as environments and scenery, concept art and world design. I draw my whole life, but due to circumstances I was not familiar on how to do it properly and had to work a lot, so I didn't progress much in art. Drawing and creating is my blood, but I waited a long time to fully unleash it. And 5 years ago I finally had came to a place where I can start practicing properly and really advancing toward being better artist. In year 2000 I started working on my personal project called Project Antara. It is a vast universe that I am creating for past 16 years, and it describes many races, planets, customs, legends and everything you would most likely find in such large project. Currently also working on tabletop card time-based RPG for 4 players, but more on that later.
Don't forget your rim light, it really adds to the form.
tell us more about this concept?
Sure, I have managed how armor would look before I started line art, and many times I did changes until I was satisfied. As you saw, I block out colors each one on a new layer to make it easier to control later, where I can freely change whatever part of concept without much fuss. Once I'm satisfied of how it looks with simple color placement, I do the first rendering phase, where I simply put light and shadows. After first phase I merge all layers and start on second rendering phase, where I'm doing detailing and materialization. For this design I wanted to implement purple silk with brass looking metal with low reflection and some leather. As for weapon I have used metal stuff as it seemed appropriate.
Tell me, what kind of style are you working on?
I love to do crisp images with many details, as you will see in this video, or you can check my portfolio, link will be provided below. But I also do some painterly style, currently with not much success but working on it. Most of all, I love to paint black and white images, where I don't think of the colors. Those hate me and I'm learning many new things every day about them, and those are the hardest part, at least for me.
Don't forget to use ambient occlusion.
I'm curious, why do you merge line art with color layers?
That's a good question, Captain Question Kid. I often use lines as sort of ambient occlusion, which I'm fond of and use always. In one of the future videos I will focus more on ambient occlusion technique and will try to explain how to do it.
Can you tell me, who are the artists that had influence in your path?
Well, of course, there are many, and apart from known Renaissance and Baroque artists which we all know, I have been influenced mostly by Feng Zhu and Stanley Law, and I will use this opportunity to thank them for their insight and artwork and valuable lessons that I suggest everyone to watch. I love both of their styles and learn much from both, and still learning and watching their work and study it. Of course, I study many artists, but it is a vast sea of them. Maratars, Ryukaze, Kazuoga, and many more with different styles and genres are keeping my attention and keep me focused. And that will be it for the first episode of DrawIT. Thank you all for watching, hope you enjoyed, sorry for my robotic and bad English, and if you have any comments, suggestions and feedback, put it down below in comment section, and talk to you soon.
Bye guys.
And don't forget to keep drawing.